Ava's laughter echoed through the dusty shelves of Seabrook's only bookstore, a sound so bright it made Liam glance up from his worn copy of The Great Gatsby. Their eyes met, hers, the color of storm clouds, his, a quiet hazel, and for a moment the world narrowed to the space between them. He tripped over his words when she asked for a recommendation. She teased him for liking tragedies. They became a rhythm, coffee at the Driftwood Cafe every Thursday, where she sketched sunsets in her journal, and he scribbled lyrics onto napkins. Ava painted murals on the boarded-up shops downtown, her hands smudged with charcoal and defiance. Liam played piano at the local bar, his melodies wistful, as if searching for something he couldn't name. They talked about everything, her fear of staying trapped in their fading coastal town, his dream of composing for orchestras in cities he'd never seen. But they never spoke about the way her shoulder brushed his when they walked the pier, or how he memorized the freckles on her wrists. One autumn night, under a sky bruised with stars, Liam kissed her. It was gentle, hesitant, like the first note of a song unsure where it's headed. Ava's hands trembled against his chest, but she kissed him back, and for a heartbeat, it felt like an answer. But answers, they learned, are fragile. Ava's acceptance letter to an art school in Paris arrived the same week Liam was offered an apprenticeship with a composer in New York. They sat on her porch, the air thick with salt and unsaid things. "We could make it work," he said, voice cracking. She traced the edge of the letter, her throat tight. "Could we?" They tried. For months they clung to pixelated smiles on grainy video calls. Ava sent him Polaroids of the Seine at dawn. He mailed sheet music with her name scribbled in the margins. But time zones stretched their voices thin, and silence grew where their laughter used to live. One night, after missing his third call, Ava typed, "This isn't fair to either of us," but deleted it. Liam wrote, "I miss you," but sent a heart emoji instead. The last time they met was at the cafe where it began. Rain blurred the windows as Ava stirred her cold coffee. "I'm not staying here," she said quietly. Liam's smile was sad. "I know." They both knew this was goodbye, but neither could say it. When he hugged her, she breathed in the scent of his jacket, salt and ink, and wondered if love was just another kind of haunting. Years later, Ava's paintings hung in galleries, vibrant and lonely. Liam's symphonies filled concert halls, each crescendo aching with a question. Sometimes she'd hum a melody she couldn't place, or he'd pause at a sketch of a seashell in a museum. They never met again. Love doesn't always end. Sometimes it just becomes the ghost you carry. A half-written song, a canvas left incomplete, a story that lingers in the spaces between what was and what could have been.